Alright, we've done some crazy stuff before, but this time, our greatest trip ever. Me and Ghetto-C, we're here at Yellowstone, and we're about to get on a boat and jet across Yellowstone Lake to the Thorofare, the most remote spot in the lower 48. So join us. Before long, we're speeding across the lake to the Thorofare with John, our able boat driver and guide. Before long, John's pulling away and leaving us very much alone. So here we are at our first campsite, 5L8. We've got our canoe and stuff here, and the campsite is up there. The fishing's about to begin. Yeah! Alright, so me and Ghetto-C are here at 5L8, and we've set up our camp, and now it's time to take the canoe with some beers and go fishing. Our guide, our boat driver, was a fishing guide, and he said he gave us the whole hookup on how to catch lake trout. And he said there's a lot of cutties, and I think this is going to be awesome.
It's cutty time.
Oh yeah, our fishing has begun, so we're on the canoe. Me and Ghetto-C, and Ghetto-C's already had a strike from a lake trout, so we're going to keep fishing. It's going to be good times. We've come back to our campsite, and, well, the deer are still here. They kind of live here. So it was kind of slow during the day. We just kind of canoed around and tried to fish it, and now me and Ghetto are going to go out for the evening session, and we're just enjoying some of the crazy scenery. Evening session, and Ghetto is on. Yeah! Giant cutty. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, man. Giant cutty. Yeah, coming up on the end of the first day, and the sun is getting low. And so far, so good. So it's Saturday morning, day number 2, and first thing we gotta do is get our food down off the bear pole. Just gonna go wake Chris up. So I'm gonna make some crazy Chinese tea, and I got company. These guys were all over in our camp last night. Constantly just moving around and walking right by your tent. There's a couple of guys with their antlers still in velvet. Before long, day 2, me and Ghetto are taking off from campsite 5L8, which was up there. Goodbye, family of deer. On our way. Alright, yeah, so we checked out our next campsite, which is right here along the shore in these woods. And now, after doing that, well, we figured, hey, it's almost, well, not quite almost 11 o'clock, but that's a pretty good time to open a beer and then go fishing. That's the Thorofare down there. There's a lot of smoke today. It's a good thing we set up camp because it looks like we are going to get rained on. So I'm going to be diving into the Marmot EOS 1P. And we got our stuff here on the shore of the lake. We even have a sign from my people to keep us safe. I'm going to ride the storm out. Alright, well that's it. It's starting to rain, so now we're going to hang out here inside the light but roomy Marmot EOS 1P and get ready for this thunderstorm to do its thing. Well, since it's a completely screen-walled tent, except for the fly, we can just leave the door open in here while we relax. It's got a nice-sized vestibule, backpack under the cover, and I got a sil nylon tarp to put the thing on, and works out pretty good. It's got one stuff sack in the corner, and still a goodly bit more room lengthwise. The only thing I don't necessarily dig a whole lot is the ceiling is a little low, so like it's tough to fully sit up in. Your head hits the screen. But other than that, it's alright. The Marmot EOS 1P. It's happy hour, dog. Yeah!
Yo.
We got coolers and some inclement weather. The fishing really slow again, but good times are being had.
But we're almost in the Thorofare.
Yeah. Now it's time for some dinner. We're gonna kick back here by the bear pole, get a little fire going, and have some dinner. Yeah. Alright, it's Sunday morning, day 3, and we're at our second deer-infested campsite. They were just like before, all over the place, but we're going to pack up our stuff, and we got about a 4-mile paddle today towards the south end of the lake out there, so we're going to go get the food off the bear poles, have some breakfast, and do it. Right now, just a little on the personal side, but this particular campsite has a pit toilet, which I'm going to go visit. But this is the trail. Oh my God. That's why you take bear spray. Alright, more exciting day 3 action, yeah. We're kicking off from our 5L9 campsite, and we're headed to our next campsite, which is way in the back there to the right of those 2 mounds. So, it's time to get in the canoe and paddle off. Yeah, Ghetto-C! Yeah. So we've decided to paddle over to this very berry looking beach. See if we see any critters and get a little break and then paddle on. It's like a crazy marsh up here with a bunch of deer tracks and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go hike up to the point over here, so time to bear spray up. So on our way out to this little point, not only are there elk tracks, or moose tracks rather, and he's got a little baby moose with him, because they're smaller tracks, but there's also this channel, and it's just like full of tadpoles. It goes into this swampy tarn. So we're paddling to our campsite, which is over there somewhere, and we're coming up on the Molly Islands, which are kind of just little sand berms, but the birds use them for nesting. So about noon, with a good thunderstorm coming up behind us, we've just in time made it to our next campsite, which is over here. So we're going to pull in there and set up our tents. Decide, see how the weather goes, and then maybe strike the inlet, which is over there. The campsite is there, and it's got its own little cut through the sheltered water back here. Yeah. Time to dive inside the tents. It's starting to get a little bit of rain, big drops, and even a couple of little pieces of hail, so hopefully that won't come this way. So after a crazy little paddle, yeah, we are up close to where the Yellowstone River comes into the lake and the start of the Thorofare, which goes back that way. I'm poling us, Jose Wahebe style, across the delta of the Yellowstone River. Check this out. It's like a foot of water, maybe. Yellowstone River Delta. No people prints. Alright, that came in gnarly and fast.
Dude, major storm, man.
Woo. Some excellent seamanship there by Ghetto-C. We pulled in on a little sand bank here behind a willow windbreak, and we're going to wait out the storm. Wow. For reference, our campsite is like all the way back over there, so we got to like wait this one out. Alright, so it's turned into a full-on little like mini real survival situation, right? So it's the first thing you do in any survival situation. Well, you pop open a can of Lewis Clark Backcountry Ale. Oh, damn, dude, isn't that lightning? And then you kind of look around and see what you got to work with. We got a great windbreak right there. There was crazy lightning back there. So we're going to shack up in the windbreak. This is getting even less pleasant. All right, so we're starting to get a little precipitation. I'm hoping it's not hail. And that's going to be our little shelter under the willows. Yeah, Survival Man Ghetto! Woo! Take that, Bear Grylls, you puss. Alright, well, in the classic style, man, we took advantage of some natural shelter. It is pouring rain out there right now, and it's not even raining on us right here. We're totally dry, and, well, maybe we'll have a little of that rough stock. Alright, so we got a fire pit dug, and now I am just, you know, kind of checking around our little spit here, see what kind of tracks we got here. There's no bear, it's just elk or moose and birds and stuff. So we may or may not get a chance to paddle back over there this evening. So we might have to build a little fire and hang out till morning. Crazy. Alright, so Ghetto's still hanging by our impromptu fire pit there in case we need to use it. And the sun's trying to come out, so we're going to see what happens here, but we need the lake to get flat. Could be a while. Finally, the weather's turned in our favor, and we're going to try to paddle back home. We stayed on that little spit over there. And now, back to camp. Alright, it's Monday morning, day 4, and we're going to pack up our stuff, have some breakfast. We had a good long sleep. We needed it after yesterday's little mini adventure. And then we have to make that paddle back across the inlet over there. ditch the canoe on the other side, and then start hiking back into the thoroughfare. So, after about an hour of paddling, just in time, we're coming up here to the other side of the lake. We're going to stash the canoe in these trees over here and hike back to the thoroughfare. We just missed this nasty storm coming in behind us, so good timing. Always good on the lake. Yeah, time for the hiking portion of our adventure to begin. So we stashed the canoe and a couple of our beers in the willows, and now it's time to shoulder our heavy packs. Start hiking into the thoroughfare.
So Double D, we're hitting up the thoroughfare. Any comments?
Pack is heavy.
Yeah, that is true.
But hey, look, some bones.
All right, good old Yellowstone never let you down.
As long as it's not us.
Yeah, true that. All right, well,